I swear to the Lord Almighty, if my neighbor revs up his motorcycle one more time when I try to record, we are going to be down a neighbor and up a murder rate percentage. So help me. Yo, how's it going, everybody? It's me. Just wanted to say thank you so much for 300,000. I don't know how I've gone this far. I don't know how. I don't. But thank you. If you can see the big stupid smile on my face right now, and it feels like I can't really give anything in return that's worth all that every single one of you has given me with this channel. If I could, I'd give every single one of you flowers and a big wet kiss on the forehead, consensually, of course. But besides the point, manga recommendation video number, we're on like number 6 right now. And the first manga we're going to be getting into is Happy Massacre Ending. Happy Massacre Ending is a series about our main character who has a sister who is currently in the coma in a hospital due to an illness. And because of that, he has to get money for her operation. However, the issue is his mom isn't there, and his dad is a drunk who wastes the money. And so our main character is established as a good-hearted, typical schoolboy who's simply trying to do all that he can for his sister. However, things get worse and worse throughout the day, and then he cries out to the gods, essentially, that, hey, I just want another day with my sister. I want more time with her. So in a cruel twist of fate, the gods made it so that time and that one day loops over and over and over again. And the tragic thing is he finds out the day loops on the same day he found out that his sister finally got a donor for the operation, which is going to be happening a month from now. So he ends up having this encounter with the person he did before, and this person tries to take the money. And in a fit of rage, our main character kills the person, but instead of looping the day over again, it moves on to the next day. So in order to get closer and closer to the day of his sister's operation, he has to kill a person each day. Hence the name, Happy Massacre Ending. This story seems to have a bit of a similar art style like Out and Alice in Borderlands. I don't know why it gives me a very similar feel, but it does at certain times. I think the characters outside of the main character, they just kind of serve their role, in all honesty, and the story is extremely tense, extremely violent, extremely gory, so yeah, a bit of a warning before getting into this one. There are certain moments later on in the series, around chapter 38, 39, where it kind of lost me for a bit, but if you are interested in seeing a main character just completely go off the deep end, well then I think you'll enjoy this one. The next series that we're going to be talking about was actually one recommended to me in the comment section, and it's called Yugomikun ni wa Tomodachi ga inai. I don't know if I said it right, I probably didn't, but just stick with me, okay? In a very different tonal switch from Happy Massacre Ending, this story is a slice of life about a girl who transfers to the school, and when she does, she encounters Yuji, who's sort of the star of the story, and he's also the best baseball player on his team, which you end up finding out a few chapters down the line. Now, when she does first interact with him, he seems like a very genuine and kind person, but then later on, his reputation is sort of spilled onto her, finding out that he's someone who's seen as very off, is very different, is very weird, when in reality, he's just a very introverted person. However, it is very clear that Yugami, whatever, is that he's someone, when it comes to socializing, is very different. He's someone who's very blunt, he's very direct, he's very straightforward, and because of that, that offers a lot of really great character dynamics with some of the other people in the story, as he's this cold, blunt, brutally honest person, and other people find him as emotionally insensitive. So it's very interesting to see these characters interact and go throughout the story. So if you're looking for a nice slice of life story with great comedy, and I think a really, really good character, and sort of one that I personally relate to a lot, I think this is one you should check out. It's only around 80 chapters. They're quick reads, however. And I will say, and this is probably one of the highest compliments I could give a series. I don't know if this has an anime for it, but if it had an anime, I would totally sit down and watch it. And that says a lot coming from a dude who has like chronic can't watch anime syndrome. I'll throw this name out there just because I've started it, but I can't really give it its full segment yet. But Tomodachi Game, I'm only like a few chapters in, but so far, I'm interested. The next series is called Monkey Peak. This series is about a group of people in a company who go out hiking, and our main character is someone who apparently has the reputation of a killer. And we actually do learn of our main character that he sort of owns the reputation, but yet it's made pretty clear, though, that he didn't really kill someone, if not more so that he is the reason that they died. if that makes sense. And it's not just happened once, it's happened twice. And so this company goes out on this hiking trip in this mountainous area, which is pretty dangerous on its own, if it wasn't for the fact that there were giant killer monkeys going around slaughtering people. So it's this whole mystery thing of trying to figure out what these monkey creatures are, if they're human, if it's someone in the group of humans who's collaborating with them. It's this really engaging thriller, and it's sort of a typical story where you see humans themselves become more of a threat than the actual threat, if that makes sense. But overall, it is a brutal, intense read. But outside of the main character, I think a lot of the other secondary characters, as a side cast, if you will, they're pretty one-note. It's sort of like the typical conflicts you would expect, sort of this slimy sleazeball who does everything behind the group's back and forms this little crappy alliance, and then you have the cowards of the group, and then you have the one dude who tries to be leader and then acts like a dictator with an iron fist. It feels a little samey if you've gone through enough of these survival plots before, but nonetheless, again, if you're interested in the mystery with the main character, and you are hooked enough when starting this story, then I see it all the way through. And I think the series does a decent job of really making the force that they're going up against seem absolutely horrifying by the demonstrations of brutality that they give, as well as when you realize there isn't just one of them. There was another series that I had read, and its first chapter, I was like, oh, this could be something super sick. I'm excited. But by the end of it, it just felt like a Shotokan yandere torture porn series, and I was so disappointed. I don't even remember the name because I couldn't find the English for it, but it was this really long title, and like every female character in the series was some like I don't know how else to word it. It was like some mommy yandere character, but yeah, so it's kind of like it. If you want some cool panels, check it out. This, on the other hand, is a series I would recommend called Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. Now, when I went to read this series, I myself was also toilet bound in the moment, so I saw the title and I was like, oh, hey, well, what do you know? And just like many other series, it starts with a girl who's at a school, right? But this isn't your typical school because there's something known as the 7 Mysteries, which are each spirits which have very powerful dominion over, well, different things. One of them has dominion over time, although it's really like 3 of them that have dominion over time. But anyways, another one has dominion over this library of information of the past, present, as well as the future. But the star of the show is spirit number 7, mystery number 7, which is Hanako. This mischievous, chaotic being wrapped in mystery who has the reputation of a murderer. Yes, today's theme is murder, and that just happens to be a really crazy coincidence with the intro of this video. But in a stark contrast to Hanako, Yashiro, the girl, right, that I brought up at first, she's someone who's super enamored and romanticizes sort of the charming prince who will be her partner in life, the person she'll fall in love with, but slowly she begins to develop some feelings actually for Hanako. And Hanako, you come to find out, he actually is responsible for the murder of his own twin brother. The reason why or how that came to be, well, I'd recommend you check out the series for yourself. Now, I am aware that this one actually does have an anime, and when I saw clips of it, it reminded me a lot of Demon Slayer. I don't know if it's the same studio or if it was simply just the art style of the animation that was used. So I'm gonna check out the anime for this one. Personally, from the few things that I did see of the anime, I think this is a series that you might actually enjoy a little more from the anime. But you know me, I gotta recommend the manga. So yeah, with every series I talk about, make sure you check it out for yourself, and let me know your thoughts on this down in the comment section below, as well as if you haven't seen some of my past manga recommendation videos, well then those will be in a playlist that I will also be linking in the description below. As always, this has been the Masked Man. Hope everyone has a blessed rest of the day, and peace.